Hello, Gemini. My name is Christy. I am the Twisted Elemental. Coming to you today to do a career and finance reading for June 2023 here. If you come across this at some other time, Gemini, there's a message there for you. This will be timeless. So what we're asking here is what your current financial situation is, an area of opportunity for you, the risk and reward, the challenges to that, and how to move forward towards that. Let's get started. I'm calling on Spirit Most High with so much love and so much gratitude. I'm calling on Utrecht and all my sacred guides to help me discern true and accurate messages for all Gemini placements today with regards to career and finance. I would like messages of the purest, highest white light of truth and for the greater good of all. Thank you so much. One more. Okay, Gemini. The overall energy for this reading right now is the Two of Pentacles. So it's like about bringing balance to your finances, right? Balancing decisions with other things in your life, weighing your options. Okay. Let's find out more. All right. We've got the Four of Wands, the Emperor, King of Cups in reverse, Five of Cups, and the Empress in reverse. So it looks like the overall situation here is one of celebration. We've got the Four of Wands in the upright. That's like the happy home. You could work from home. This could be about your domestic happiness and creativity. So you could recently have started something new here with the Four of Wands. This could be like a new home business or something to that effect, Gemini. But there's celebrations around that. That's nice. We have the Emperor here in a possible opportunity. The Emperor as a possible opportunity is really lovely, I have to say. This talks about you being in charge and running your own life from a very compassionate and place. This is like leadership and respect, having good structure and stability. Very powerful energy here. This is somebody who's in charge of other people. So this new opportunity here that you're celebrating is definitely like, this is a new home business. This is putting you in charge of your life, which is this is the opportunity. That's pretty wonderful. The thing we need to watch here for this is our risks and rewards. I've got that King of Cups in reverse, which talks about being kind of cold, possible moodiness, having your, being kind of volatile, out of balance emotionally. The King of Cups is a card of balance and stable emotions, right? So in reverse, that's kind of out of whack. Which, in order for the Emperor to stay in the upright here and to lead, the Emperor has to do that from a place of emotional vulnerability. They have to be able to experience their heart space here, because that's what makes them a compassionate leader. Without that, they are a tyrant. So this is a risk here of the being in charge. Spirit's asking you to not lose sight of that. That is a risk. The challenge here is regrets from the past, possible setbacks that you might have experienced in starting this business, whatever it is, this home business. So getting over that regret or those risks and setbacks you previously had and moving on from them. That is the challenge, okay? Which makes sense if we have this King of Cups in reverse. That's like a kind of a disheartening. Like if you put your heart into something and it doesn't work out, it is disheartening and it puts you in this regret, right? That's one of the risks of putting your heart and soul into everything you do, right, Gemini? So we have this Empress in the reverse here, which is how to move forward here. The Empress in the reverse, I'm not going to lie, isn't a great energy. This could be a creative block or codependence on some other situation. Maybe even lack of focus. You know, the Empress in the upright bursts ideas and prosperity and all this good stuff. She's not doing that in the reverse. So I want to say that this Emperor is a very in-charge, independent energy, right? So I want to say if you're codependent on somebody else in this endeavor, it's not going to be great. But if that's not the case, this could be a creative block that you need to overcome. And I want to say that this creative block is caused by the disheartening in the situation, right? Because it's removing your heart from the situation, and your heart is what gives you your creativity, right? In the upright, this king is creative as all get out. Especially these two in the upright are creative as all get out because the heart's there. But when the heart's not there, there would be a block to that. Very interesting. All right, Gemini, let's get some more information here. So this is talking about with this balancing all this out, right? Balancing your heart and your intellect, balancing your heart, and basically all your creative endeavors. This wants to, if your heart's not in it, it's just a job and you're never going to be satisfied. But when you love what you do and your heart is in it, then it's not really a job. It's a way of life, right? That's balance. Tell me more about this Four of Wands here and this current situation here for Gemini. So if this is not a home business that you started here, this would be a leveling up of something. There was a recent level up to do with your finances and business here. Or, change. Which caused, we have the Five of Wands here. That's conflict, right? Competition, clashing egos. So even, let's say, this current situation with the Four of Wands was a combining of businesses, maybe. Because this could be a marriage, right? A marriage combining together. So, even business partnerships can seem like a marriage. There's some conflict in that. Some sort of strife, competition, tension in that, which is the current situation. We've got the King of Pentacles here. It talks about discipline. King of Pentacles is a really good energy. The King of Pentacles is a business person. Usually very balanced business person. But there is conflict here. This can even just be petty fights, clashing egos. And it's something with some sort of something that should be celebrated, something that should be joyous and harmonious, has created conflict. Tell me more, please. Page of Wands. This is like being inspired. This is exploring something new. In exploring this, some competition might have, or rivalry or conflict has come up in the exploration of this Four of Wands, whatever this is. If it's a home business or a marriage of businesses or some sort of coming together of a next level of something, there is conflict there, and it is sparked like this. It's discovering the conflict. I don't think this conflict was known of before this marriage of business took place. I think it's been discovered after it. And I want to say it's kind of disheartening with this King of Cups in reverse here. Hold on, I need to grab my dog. Okay, Gemini. So, The Four of Wands here, this is like comfort and support, but there's chaos, there's conflict. I think that whatever this is, this new endeavor that you're in, you don't feel like your ideas are supported. You feel there's a sense of conflict here. And I think you don't feel supported, or your ideas aren't supported. All right. So we have a new opportunity here where you're going to be the boss. Hold on. My camera's... You have an opportunity here for you to be the boss. Let's look at this. Which I think is great if you're not being supported. We also have inspiration here. Mental clarity over this situation. Like, you have good ideas here, but your ideas are not being supported. That creates conflict. And this could also be you having an idea to become your own boss here. Let's find out. What's this Emperor in this opportunity for Gemini, please? You have the Temperance in reverse, and I have the Two of Wands. This is like, there's an imbalance here. This is a chance for realignment. Becoming your own boss could realign you, but you need to come up with a good plan here. This is like making really good decisions, discovering what you need, attaining your goals here with the Two of Wands. And if the goal is to be your own boss, this can do it. There's an imbalance here over here. And this is about realigning yourself, right? With a good plan to become your own boss. I've got the Judgment in reverse. I want to say the thing that's stopping you here with this is your own self-doubt. The Emperor is not somebody who self-doubts. The Emperor is very firm, very confident in himself, right? So don't let your self-doubt impede your judgment here. You do need to come up with a plan. It will help you realign into this Emperor energy. Tell me more about this King of Cups in reverse, please. I've got the Queen of Pentacles and the upright and the Four of Swords in reverse. The Queen of Pentacles and the upright is a very good energy. It's very nurturing. It's practical and balanced and stable. She's reliable. She's, provides financially for her family. She's very materialistically wise. But I want to say those are qualities that you possess here with the Queen of Pentacles. But the risk is if your heart is not in this, right? You're going to get burnout here. I want to say if this is all business, no play, you're going to get burnout. If it's all just being practical and no heart, you're going to get burnout. So this is the risk here with doing this. This is about remembering good boundaries for yourself so that you don't become into this burnout phase here. All right. So, I also have the Queen of Wands underneath here. This talks about standing very firmly in your power, about being courageous. I want to say about being, like, you have all the elements here. We've got sword, we've got pentacles, we've got cups, and we've got wands. You have everything you need to do this, Gemini. You do. This is about standing in your power and being very self-confident about it. Making sure you don't lose your heart in this. You can make head-over decisions here and be okay, but make sure that you know where your emotions lie. All right, tell me more about this. This is the obstacle here, the leaving the past in the past and, moving forward, moving on from the past. That's too many here. Tell me more, Spirit, about this obstacle. Ooh, I've got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse here. with the Ace of Swords. Okay, so you might have, this past endeavor here might have been bad luck. There might have been some bad decisions made, and it might have been a bad cycle that you had to go through in the past, right? It does affect you now. You don't want to put your heart in something if you put your all into something and it just didn't pan out. That's hard to put your heart back in it again. Spirit wants you to not get stuck in that trap, right? You did go through a bad cycle. You need to overcome it and leave it behind. I want to say that you know this. You're receiving mental clarity on where to put your efforts here. This is about giving and receiving. In the past, things weren't equal. You probably gave too much to a work situation. Spirit's saying that was a bad cycle. That is an overcycle. You need to get over it here with this mental clarity about where to give and receive. This is a new beginning in mental clarity. So by relieving yourself of these things from the past and healing from them, that's when the mental clarity comes about the giving. Things that weren't giving to you in the past, as far as your finances are concerned or your career, where you felt lack, you need to mourn it. This is about grieving the past. Okay? And I want to say, if you don't grieve this past, you're going to continue having maybe some creative blocks here. Right? Tell me more about this Empress in reverse. His Empress in reverse is also very clingy, right? It's a very clinging energy. And I want to say that if you don't deal with whatever this was in the past, that was a bad decision that didn't work out, that might have just been bad luck, you're clinging to it. And I'm sure, and I get that. I understand it. It was probably very devastating for you. But by clinging to that heartbreak, it's holding you back. It's affecting your creativity here. Tell me more, please. Oop. Yeah, it's stopping a cycle from progressing. This is like unfinished business that you have to clear up. Whatever this was, Gemini, in your past that felt like bad luck financially, you need to grieve it. Because it is preventing you from moving forward in the cycle here. You're clinging to the old cycle. So by not clinging to this cycle and grieving this past, you're going to learn how to get past this. Like there's no shortcuts here, right? You have to go through it. Because if you don't, it's financial ruin for you. You have to grieve whatever this was. Because if you continue to cling to the past and don't change the cycle that you're in, it is financial ruin. And I'm sorry, I hate to say that. That's awful. But it is preventable. This is preventable. I've got the King of Swords in reverse here. I want to say that you know this is preventable. I want to say that you might have had to deal with manipulation and mind games from somebody here in your past, which brought on all this bad luck. This was this disagreement where you weren't feeling heard or seen for your creativity, right? And that's true. If you weren't being seen for your creativity, that is a block to your creativity. If no one's seeing what you can do. But this is about you standing in your power and putting this cycle to bed for yourself. Gemini, you have the power to do this. This is completely preventable. It is up to you. And you're receiving insight to this. Even now, you're receiving insight to this. All right, Gemini, if this has been beneficial for you, if you can go ahead and smash that thumbs button, it really does help the algorithm so I can continue putting out this free content for you. I'm sending you so much light and love, and I want you to remember to always, 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 always stay blessed and love yourself first. Thank you, Gemini.